Thanks for clicking on State of the City. My name is Todd Prafke. I'm the City Administrator here in St. Peter, and I really appreciate you making time to come and visit with me or click on Facebook or our website or however you're watching this video blog. Today is Thursday the 22nd. I'm a little bit behind. I'm a couple days behind. Usually I do this on a Tuesday after a workshop, so thanks for clicking on. I have two missions for today. First of all, talk about the workshop a little bit, and I'm going to add a little bit of discussion about what's coming up at the council meeting for just a few days from now on Monday night, and also a few tidbits of information that I hope you will find useful as you live, work, or play here in St. Peter. So first of all, to the workshop, we had a good discussion and a presentation from a master's student in public administration from Hamilton University. It was talking about cultural diversity and some of the training that we're doing cooperatively with Nicollet County and with the city of North Mankato. And so he's observed a few of those, and part of his role was to help us develop some tools for assessing what we're learning, how we're learning, what do we need to learn, what impact, and getting feedback from employees about cultural literacy within our community. Our community continues to grow and be more diverse. And so how we work together, how we find efficiencies in working with folks is really important to how much things cost and how we do work and how we make things work more readily. And so it's a great thing to have a discussion about, and I think the council was certainly interested. They've been supportive of this training and the activity that's going on, so it's important to have some closing the loop feedback and understanding about what the educational opportunities are that we move through. Also, we talked about Solace Project, and so we didn't talk about kind of the overall goals of the project, and we talked about that previously on this video blog and in other places, but Russ Willie, the Community Development Director, talked about kind of what are the timelines, that checklist of here's what needs to be done, here's what needs to be done, here's what needs to be done, here's when it needs to be done as we move forward. So if you want more information on that, you can certainly check out the council workshop packet from just Monday night. It's online as the workshop packets are always, and so you can check it out and see what was written in there and find out more information. There's also a nice summary in there about what the project is, what the goals are, and what's intended for housing and how all that works. So check that out on our website. We really appreciate that. It gives a really detailed discussion about how that works. Next, I want to talk just for a little bit about the upcoming council meeting. So at the risk of being too pushy or picking some things and not other things, we have council meetings that have lots of agenda items on them, but I wanted to talk about probably 2 or 3 or 4 agenda items just quickly that are planned to be on the council agenda for next Monday night. So those include water, sewer, and electric budgets. And so here's the plan. The council is going to approve 2-year budgets, so budget for 17 and for 18 in all 3 of those utility funds. Now, we are not projecting an need for increased rates in water, nor are we in wastewater, but we are looking to have a small rate change in 2018. Again, a small rate change in 2018 for electric. And that rate change would be around 1% or so on energy. And for those industries and commercials that have demand, it'd be a little bit over 1% on their demand charge. This is really reflective of the increase in wholesale electric costs that we saw back in, I can't remember if it was January or February of this year. So we think we don't have to have an increase in 2017, but we are likely to need, and we're requesting an increase from the City Council for 2018. We are running an operational deficit for 2017, which means that we're expending more than the revenues that we're taking in, and this rate change that's necessary in 2018 is really to make up around $108,000 or $110,000 to kind of keep us in balance related to that electric utility. So if you want more information, although it's not out yet, today's Thursday, but Friday afternoon you'll be able to check out what we wrote on our website about all 3 of these funds. The last one that I want to mention for the council meeting is something I don't know if it's a big deal or not, but the state changed the law related to Sunday liquor sales at off-sale establishments. So if you don't know what off-sale is or on-sale, let me give you a quick explanation. On-sale means that you go in someplace and you buy like a beer and you drink it on premise. You drink it there. You bought it there, you drink it there. Off-sale is like is where you go someplace and you go buy a 6-pack and you take it to your car and you drive home and you have the beer in your garage with your buddies or whatever you do. So that's off sale when you when you buy it one place and then you drink it off premise. And so anyway, that's the state law changed, and so we have to follow suit. And so right now the council is in the position, and had a discussion at their workshop, that was they're going to follow the state law, which is that we have to provide for off-sale liquor sales within the city of St. Peter. And so there'll be an ordinance change that means that provides for that as well. And that change would be effective very shortly after that council meeting, which is planned for the 26th. The council meeting's on the 26th. That would be effective July 1. July 1 is the date that it would be effective. Okay, so now let me get to a couple of tidbits of information. First of all, I've been out doing it. I see many of my friends and neighbors and other people in the community out doing it. They're working on their yards. They're doing a little landscaping work. They're maybe putting in a new basketball hoop, those kind of things. It's the law. Dial 811 before you do any excavating. Dial 811, and then what happens, you got to do that a couple days before your work. What happens is that the electric utility, us, the gas utility, CenterPoint Energy, and others come out and mark where their lines are so that you don't wreck the lines or get electrocuted or cause an explosion of some type. So anyway, dial 811 before you dig. It's an important thing to know, and an important thing to do. I also want to emphasize this again. If your dogs are out and about, we expanded what parks dogs can be in, but no matter where your dogs are at, you're responsible to pick up after them. So please make sure that you're doing that. I also want to mention street work that's going on. The red marks in this map, if you can kind of picture where this is next to the fairgrounds, kind of out there by the Dairy Queen and Loggers, you'll see a lot of area in red here. Those are areas that are planned for seal coating. Now there might be a little more than this or a little bit less depending on a few factors, but this is generally the area where a lot of seal coating is going to go on after the 4th of July. Hey, as I'm talking about the 4th of July, remember, the Chamber sponsors that event in Minnesota Square Park and the parade on Washington Avenue, and you can check out the city's hot sheet on our website. I think on our website in the upper right hand corner, it's a weekly newsletter. There's a great map that Barbara put together about where the staging area is for the parade and where the parade is going to occur. There's also some great information in the hot sheet about what we call parade squatters, and when can you put a chair out and when shouldn't you put your blanket out, and all of those kind of things. So we'd love it if you would check that out as a part of your visit to our website. I also want to mention Traverse Green. Here's some great information about Traverse Green. Our goal is to help working families live in our community, and so this is one of the fantastic ways that we have to help working families buy and own a home in St. Peter. So if you have questions or you need more information, we are a great place to call, but there's also wonderful folks at Southwest Minnesota Housing Partnership to help us out. So give us a call. You can ask for the Community Development Office and they'll get you some information. You can also check out our website, and there's some information on Facebook as well. So check that out. If you're a working family and you're looking to buy a house, this might be the right opportunity for you. Now, last thing I really have for today's video blog is this. As usual, if you want to email me, you can contact me right at this email address. Here's our website. Again, you can find our electronic newsletter, the hot sheet on there. You can find these council packets and the council workshop packets on there. You can also check us out on Facebook or give us a call. Hey, one other one that I want to mention is that we're excited. We're going to have a community kind of open house discussion promoting the solar subscription, solar choice, the opportunity to buy some solar power where you don't have to put a panel on your roof, but you can subscribe to the output of a solar panel at a solar farm or solar garden that's located near Owatonna. So we're really excited to provide that opportunity. So check out, look for more information on that. I think that meeting is on the 28th, if I remember right. So we're excited to do that for folks. Again, if you want to contact us, here we are. As I always like to say, we'd love it if you would like us on Facebook. Anyway, that's all I have for today's State of the City. Thanks for clicking on us, and hope to see you again next time.